Hello there everyone, welcome to my newest tutorial. I know it has been quite a while since I've done one, but things have been pretty crazy. I've been working quite a bit. But anyways, in this video, I'm going to show you how to make Ezra Bridger. I realized I hadn't done any of my Rebels figures yet as a tutorial, so anyways, I thought I would give our lovely main character a go. So I'll put a more specific band count in the description, but you're going to need a few colors. So I'm using navy blue for the hair. You'll need a skin tone, orange, brown, gray, a little bit of white, and then I'm also using like a another shade of orange, so I have a darker one for the main body, but I'll use the Sweets orange just for a few details. If you don't have a lighter orange, just use yellow, it should be fine. And then also some beads and some dental floss for the eyes. So to thread these on, I used a piece of dental floss. So thread your skin tone band onto the dental floss, like this. Then fold it in half and grab the ends. So it's like this, and then thread your beads. I'm just using 2 little tiny seed beads, but you could use mini pony beads, wrapped bands even. Anything should be fine. So thread the beads on the end, and then pull them all the way to the end, and the beads are now on your band like this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to place is the back layer of his hair. So grabbing your navy, we're going to at first take 2 bands at a time, and our loom is in the offset configuration, and we're going to go from the first pins in the center to the second, or to the first pin on either side. So 2 bands at a time, place your diagonals, and we'll go down once in each column with double bands. So from the first to the second in each column, and then we'll go down twice in each column with just a single band. You could use double bands, but it's not really necessary. I feel like the hair is still filled out enough just using a single. Okay, so we've gone down twice in each column with just a single band. All right, and now we'll close it off, so we'll go from the 4th pins from the outside to the inside, then from the inside to the outside, like this. So we'll place crossover bands across all the 3rd pins, just a single crossover, and across all of the 2nd pins. Now take another blue band and we're going to cap off this 4th center pin. Just wrap it around so that it makes 3 loops. Grab your hook now. Oh shoot, I just dropped it in my glass of iced tea. I'm gonna grab a different one. Alright, so now go in through your cap band, and we'll first grab the top single band, which should be one of your diagonals, and just loom it back to where it came from. Go back into the cap band and loom the other diagonal back to where it came from. And then we're just going to loom up twice on each of the columns. So don't touch any of the double bands, just loom the single bands forward. So go back through your cap band, loom forward once, twice, and then stop when you get to the 2nd pin. Then on the right hand side, go in through these bands, loom up once, twice, and stop at the 2nd pin. And repeat this on the other side. So you've loomed the single bands up to the 2nd pin on each of the columns. So now push this down really far. Well, not like really, really far, but you know what I mean. So that it's down out of the way. So we're going to place the bands for the face on top of this now. So grab your single or your skin tone bands, and we're going to start placing from the 2nd pin in each of the rows. So the 2nd pin down in the center, go with 2 skin tone bands once and twice, and then on the outsides, go from the 2nd to the 3rd pin on the outside, and then we'll close off the face So go from the third on the outside to the fourth in the center. We'll do this on the other side. So we'll go from the second to the third on the left-hand side, and then go from the third on the left-hand side to the fourth in the center. So if you ignore the bands you already loomed, it should look like a normal figure face. Okay, so now we'll go down with double skin tone for the neck, from the fourth to the fifth in the center. And now we're going to start placing his shirt. Alright, so I'm using the lighter orange, and we're going to go diagonally from the bottom of the neck with 2 bands on either side. So it should be from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the 5th pin down. And then we'll use our light orange and go down once in the middle. And then we can place the rest of the bands in the center column. So we're just using our normal orange. Go down 1, 2, 3 times with double bands. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then for the outsides, we're going to go down twice with brown. Oh, my hair is stuck in here. Yuck. And then twice with orange. Okay, so coming from where we left off here, go down twice with 2 double brown bands. We'll do this on the other side. 2 brown, 2 brown, and then we'll go down twice with orange. 1, 2. So he is a pretty small figure, because I kind of wanted him to be a kid, because he really is a kid, at least in the beginning of the show. But, I don't know, he's kind of cute. Okay, so it should look like this. Bring it up so you can see better. Alright, so make sure it looks like that. And then we'll use double orange browns to finish off the body. So we'll go diagonally from this pin in the middle to this pin on the outside. And we'll repeat that on the other side. So now we will start the legs. So coming from this corner, we'll go down with orange bands once and twice, and then on the other side once and twice. Okay, so then for his feet, I used my hook and I just did the chain on my hook. So we're using brown. Wrap a cap band 4 times, 4 loops on your hook. Pull through 2 brown bands, slide your cap band onto it, and grab the other end. I'm kind of assuming you know how to do this already, but anyways. And we'll pull through another set of brown bands, and then 1 more set. Okay, like that. So it's 3 stitches of double brown bands. So place all 4 loops around the second or third from the bottom pin here, where we last left off with our leg. So the other side, we are going to be doing it a little bit differently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I just realized also that one of his legs is longer than the other. So we're going to have to readjust this a little bit. So take off the leg piece you just did and do another set of orange here, and then attach this. How did I do that? Because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 long, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 long. It's a really good job. Okay, so like that. And then this stitch here is a little bit weird. It's what I call a half band. So what you're going to have to do is thread a white and an orange band together so that they're like half the stitch. So thread one of the bands through the other like this, and then grab the 2 ends in your fingers and put them in the same hand. So this one's kind of like sitting around like this. Then grab both ends of this one as well. So kind of fold this one in half and grab both ends. So it's kind of like this, where there's a twist and then half of the stitch is one color and half is the other color. So place it so that the white is around this pin and the orange is around this pin. If you can't figure it out, just use 2 white bands and place them together. It's completely fine. And then you're also going to do 2 white going to the end of the loom. And then for his foot, we'll start this on our hook again. Wrap a cap band around 4 times, pull 2 brown bands through it, reclaim the end, and then we need another half band as well. Again, if you can't figure it out, just use 2 white. So orange and the white. So put the white part around your hook and then the orange part around your finger and center it as best as you can, and then pull it through. And as you pull it through, try to get those twists in between, like those brown sets of loops. Anyways, it's okay if it's not perfect, just, yep. So now place this around the last pin on the left-hand side. Okay, so now we're gonna have to make his arms. So his arms are just chains on the hook as well. So grab a skin tone, wrap it around so that there's 4 loops. Take 2 gray, pull the cap band onto the 2 gray, reclaim the end, and now we'll do 3 orange loops, or stitches. So pull through 2 orange, that's the first time, the second time, and the third time. And then 1 more stitch is going to be brown. So we're going to do this again, but it's cap band, skin tone, gray, 3 orange, and 1 brown. So place this onto the shoulder, so it's the 5th pin down, but it should be pretty obvious where the shoulder is. So we'll do this 1 more time. Cap band of skin tone, pull through 2 gray, pull through double orange 3 times. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 brown. My brother just sent me something, I don't know what it is though. Silly guy. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I did just single crossover bands. Oh, I don't think I did. I think I did double looped crossover bands. Alright, I'm pretty sure I did double looped crossover bands. So, for your crossover bands, take it, place it across the 3 pins normally, pull it out to the side, twist it, and wrap it over everything again. We'll do this 3 times, so over around these pins, twist it again. Alright, so it's just making him a little bit tighter, a little skinnier. Anyways, and then we have 1 more crossover band to place, which is the band we put our eyes on. So grab the 2 ends, we'll place them around the 2nd pin from the top, and then in the center, grab 1 of the loops and just stretch it around the center 2nd pin, that one. So it should look like this, and then our crossover bands on the body look like that. Alright, so that's all of the placing bands. So now we're just going to loom him up, and there's really nothing fancy with the looming. He's a pretty simple figurine. Anyway, so we'll start with this leg. So pull this back a little bit, go in here and grab those 2 white loops from the bottom, and then go in through here and loom your half band, but be careful you grab both loops at once when you do it, or else it'll kind of come apart. So we'll just loom up the legs normally. Okay, so now we'll go back to the other leg. We'll go in, pull through this back. Ugh, don't do what I did. Grab those 2 orange loops, loom forward. Alright, I still gagged something up. Oh, I tied it into a slip knot. That's cool. Okay. Well, launching them as well. Okay, here we go. We'll try this again. So pull back on the orange foot so you can see those two orange bands. Loom forward normally from here. Alright, so now go into this pin, grab those two bands which are the diagonals, and loom them toward the center. Toward the center. Okay, so now we'll loom up the center. So push all of these bands back till you find those two bottom ones, and loom forward. One, and then we'll do this till we get to the neck. 2, 3 times. So the crossover bands will make it a little bit tighter, but just don't yank on them and you'll be alright. Alright, so now we'll come back into this pin. So go in through here and grab those two orange bands, loom them forward, loom forward, and then we'll loom forward the brown ones as well. When you get to the arm, make sure you dig down and grab these two light orange and loom them toward the center. Come back here, go in through here, grab those two orange, loom forward, dig down for the arm, and forward. Okay, so then now dig through all of these light orange, find those two skin tone bands, carefully loom them as well. So go in through these loops, grab the diagonal bands, which I called the jaw, loom them out to the side, and then we'll just loom up around the sides. So then loom these two skin tone forward, and then you'll have to dig in here and grab those two blue bands that are on the bottom. Kind of ignore the second layer, or the first layer that we did. It should be down out of your way. So loom forward the skin tone, and then just dig down and loom these two ones going straight down like normal, then loom to the center. Okay, my brother just sent me like 400 memes because my phone is like doing something weird. Okay, and then go back through the neck and grab these two skin tone, and then dig down and grab these last two blue. Alright, so now you're done. Tie them off, so go through everything, pull a band up, slip knot. Alright, and then gently lift them off. Alright, and then careful when you loom, pull off the head. Okay, so he's kind of curly at the moment. Give him a little bit of a stretch. Make sure that's tight. Hello, Ezra. Okay. Still have hair in him. That's lovely. Okay. So, there he is. So the last detail that I added was I just gave him a belt. So I grabbed a brown band, wrapped it around his middle. I did also, in this one, tie on a few extra stripes. It's just a broken band that I tied around, but it's really not that helpful, so I'm leaving it off on this one. If you need to, tug on the top of the last stitch on the arm so that it kind of goes down a little more naturally. And then hide your loop, so kind of come up from the bottom of the head somewhere, stab up through the top and pull this tying band. Unless you wanted to attach him to something or tie him to something, then you can leave it out. Okay, so there is our Ezra Bridger. I hope you enjoyed making him. If you make him, please tag me on Instagram, or I even have an email address. You could send it to me. I would like to make another tutorial in the next few weeks. If you have any ideas for a Star Wars character or even a Lord of the Rings character, I have designed a bunch of figures for them as well. I haven't actually been making Star Wars recently very much, I've been doing some other things, and I can actually show you one. I've been making dragons as well. These aren't my design though, so I can't make tutorials for them. But if you wanted to see them, there's more on my Instagram, what I've been doing currently. So anyways, if there's a tutorial you would like to see, please drop a comment, and have an awesome rest of your day, and thanks for watching.